was the greatest I rest my case moment you've seen in court? Back in the early 2000s, I worked for Mega Evil D-Bag Corporation. This may or may not have been their legitimate name, but it might as well be. This company's main business was giving credit cards to people with bad credit. You could have a single-digit credit score, and these people would still give you a credit card. Due to the type of people this attracted, nearly 80% of those who were issued credit cards through the company had defaulted on their cards. Usually, this happened right after the first bill arrived and they realized it wasn't free money. As staff, I also had a card, but with better rates and a considerably higher credit limit. Because of the number of defaults, the company had a contract with a particularly belligerent debt collection agency. These debt collectors would come to the office once a month, go to the records room, and be handed a pile of defaulted accounts. Every month they would leave with massive bins full of paperwork. One day, I had reasons to go to the records room. I was amazed at what I saw. The room was exactly as the name suggests, a room full of customer records, but that's as far as it went in terms of an accurate description. The records were everywhere. Piles on this desk, piles on that desk. Heaps on the floor. Boxes in no discernible order. It was a mess, and that's being polite. The debt collectors used to go into this room and were only supposed to take records from a particular desk. But in fact, they took whatever they wanted. One month, they managed to get my paperwork by mistake. This began a fun 6 long months of letters, phone calls, emails, and debt collectors turning up at my door threatening me with bankruptcy and prison if I didn't pay the full sum I owed them. I didn't owe them anything though. My account was still open and my card was in regular use. One of the conditions of having a card as a staff member was you had to pay the balance in full every month. I did, and I could prove it. But being debt collectors, and therefore not the brightest of individuals, they wouldn't accept go fudge yourself as payment for a debt I didn't owe. So I told them to take me to court. Eventually, this is exactly what they would end up doing. When I got to court, I saw their solicitors huddling together, no doubt discussing how they were going to crush me under their mighty law degrees. I represented myself. In the actual courtroom, I was sitting on one side, on my own, with just a glass of water and my wallet on the desk. They sat on their side, all shiny briefcases, stacks of folders containing damning paperwork and expensive suits. I saw them look over at me a couple of times, with their faces expressing pure confidence they were going to win. I just sat there quietly. The judge walked in, introduced himself, and for my benefit, explained how this hearing would work. I sat, listened and nodded appropriately. Before we started, he asked me why I was representing myself. I explained this was an easy case and I didn't feel the need to waste money on an attorney. I was also asked why I didn't have any paperwork with me, so I explained that I didn't believe I needed any and was confident in my ability to defend myself. I also announced to the judge that I would be asking the court's indulgence to break a minor rule during my defense. I would explain at the time what I wanted to do, and why. It was all very friendly of course. The debt collectors' attorneys began to bring their case against me. According to them, I had entered into a contract with Mega Evil